It's Christmas Eve. Aubrey and I are out here. Been going back and forth on what we want to do tonight, where we want to sit. Deercast says bad. It's not favorable to go to the stand that we wanted to sit tonight so Aubrey could use her bow. So we decided it was best if we just grab the gun, hunker down by a tree, and watch this cut field behind the house. This is where we've been seeing the most deer so far, so Aubrey's going to film tonight. We're going to wait for a good weather front, and then we'll see what happens. I think she's almost ready. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. Just had 2 bucks. 2 smaller bucks step in the field. Little 8-pointer, little 4-point. Getting kind of excited. That's some earlier movement and buck movement nonetheless. So they're a couple younger bucks, but they're right where we want them. "101 yards. Right where we need them. So we got about 40 minutes left of legal shooting line. Just gonna stay quiet, stay still. A deer I've been on the fence about all year just stepped out. I call him Combine. He's a really big framed 8-pointer. I think he's only 4 though, I'm not positive. I may have to shoot that deer. We'll see what he does. From here, he looks like a really good deer. I need to size him up a little bit better. Here we go. Watch where those deer have been crossing. He's walking toward it. He's coming toward the fence. You're on him. You are. Sounded like I hit him. Did I? Well, I'm not quite certain what happened there. He was quartered to me just a touch, and I held right on his shoulder, right on his heart, essentially heart height. He was 151 yards. My gun zeroed for 150. I don't know if I hit right or what happened, but he was looking pretty darn hurt when he went into that timber. So I'm gonna give him a little time and we'll see what we come up with. Just gonna back out for now and replay the footage. So we'll check back in. All right, Well, it's Christmas morning. Headed out to the farm. It's 7 o'clock. I tracked him last night for a few hundred yards, and he bled really good the whole way. Gave it about an hour before I started tracking. Never came across a bed though, and he actually crossed a road into a piece that I can hunt, a much bigger piece that I can hunt. So decided to stop there. I don't think I was bumping him, but I decided to stop there and came home, reviewed the shot, and the smoke covers up the impact. I think that he was quartering to just a touch, and I think I went in front of his leg and caught like the low chamber of the offside lung. So I'm thinking I'm dealing with a one lung hit. His left shoulder is unusable, which tells me I'm high enough to be through the rib cage. It's just a matter of whether or not I was far enough back. So headed out now. We're gonna go see what we can find. What a season. Man. I got on his blood again this morning, and it was hands and knees for a while. He got down across a creek and on the edge of this cut cornfield. There's some brush along the creek, and I was following the blood along, and it led to a bed. Check that guy out. Big giant 8-pointer. I thought this deer was 3, maybe 4. Getting up on him. He's got a Roman nose, a big old head. He might be a 4-year-old, but I definitely think he could be 5. He's got a big blocky forehead, great mass. Just an incredible deer. I'm gonna call my dad and my brother and Aubrey and get Hannah out here. I'm elated. Merry Christmas. It is Christmas morning. Oh, and my final tag has been punched, and I couldn't be more pumped. But here he is. This is the buck that I called Combine. I found his shed last year. He put on quite a bit, but he was just a clean 8-pointer. Aubrey and I were hunting him during the bow season, and she almost got a shot at him. Christmas Day. I've never shot a deer or harvested a deer or found a deer on Christmas Day. It's always seemed like in the late season I take it down to the wire. So my first hunt of the late muzzleloader season, I'm okay with that. So just a really big 8-pointer, probably in the 145, 150 range. Really long threes, long beams, wide, good brows. Just a great Iowa 8-pointer. Well, the sun is setting on Christmas Day, and like I said this morning, I'd never shot a Christmas Day buck. Shot him Christmas Eve, found him this morning, and I'm just incredibly humbled. This was a deer that I was on the fence about whether or not I should shoot. I was back and forth whether or not he was mature enough, 4 or 5 years old. I think he's 4, possibly 5. I've always said if they're 4.5 and 8 points, generally I'm gonna shoot them. And I was kind of holding out for Hannah to try and shoot this deer. She had kind of laid claim to him, but we couldn't get it done on him during the youth season and the regular gun season. So he stepped out last night looking proud as can be, and I glassed him up really good. Really sized him up, and I decided he is a deer that I do want to take. So I made a somewhat marginal shot. We tracked him a ways last night and ended up backing out after about 300 yards. Came back in this morning, and he was only another 200 yards. So he ran a little bit further than we expected, but in the end we came out victorious. Again, sun setting, a beautiful day, Christmas Day. So much to be thankful for.
3 bucks this season for me, plus Micaiah shooting her first deer, and there's still a lot of season left. I've got Aubrey running the camera for me, and we're going to try and get her on a deer yet this year too. It's been an absolutely incredible year. The man upstairs, oh, we got him to thank for most of it, and I just appreciate everyone so far. There's a lot of people, too many to list, that have been by my side, stuck by my side, cheered me on, and this caps off my season. I'm sitting with one Nebraska archery tag in my pocket, but 3 out of 4 buck tags filled. I couldn't be more thankful. Been a hell of a ride, a lot of fun through the whole entire season of getting to capitalize on Tiny, my first mule deer, and then Kaya shooting hers, and to end the season with a big, mature, wide 8-pointer that we had a lot of history with. Just the highlight of my season. So very thankful for those of you who follow along, those of you that watch. I couldn't do this without a good support system. My biggest support system is sitting right behind the camera right now. So thank you, Aubrey, for everything. I love you, babe. Thank you guys for watching.